Hello there, Virgo. Welcome to Outer Space Tarot. My name is Eva, and what I'm going to do today is a general energy check-in for you guys, okay? We'll kind of just pull some advice, some cards to see what's going on here for you. When I was trying to tap into your energy a little bit, the card that's popping up is the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like right now, Virgo, you are working to get to your end goal in life. So that could be taking the next steps, like buying a new house, buying a new car, finding a better job, something that is going to give you something that's going to last for a long time, okay? Like quality over quantity. This could also be you looking for a partner that you see as kind of your end all, okay? So I just feel like that's been on your mind lately. So we'll see what pops out for you guys, okay? My lovely, lovely Virgos. Ooh, and okay, yeah, so the first card that I have here, not the Ten of Pentacles, but we do have the King of Pentacles, okay? So yeah, I really feel, Virgo, that you are just working on being in your King of Pentacles energy. And I call this like Big Daddy energy right here, okay? So you are really working to be in this position right here, you know, having some stability, having the money that you want. You know, I feel like with Virgos, stability is always a very big thing. That's kind of like almost the main thing with Virgos. So, plus you guys are just very stable, grounded people. So this for sure is fitting in the energy that I was getting, okay? So let's pull a couple more cards here. Let's see. Oh, okay. And we have the Moon, dear Virgo, okay? So I feel like with the King of Pentacles and the Moon, it's like you want to get somewhere. You want to get to that King of Pentacles energy, but you're not really sure how to do it yet. I think that, you know, you need to tap into your intuition. We want to do things that are practical, that make sense, right? But also, you want to follow your intuition. Maybe if something feels a little bit unorthodox with pursuing this, but you have a feeling it will work, you should go for it, okay? So maybe we need to step out of our comfort zone a little bit, kind of say like, hey, you know, this isn't like the regular 9-to-5 job with, you know, a pension and like benefits and stuff like that. But whatever you want to do, you can make that work for you to get those things anyways, okay? So yeah, I'm just feeling like you guys are ready to put in that work and putting in that work. You're just, with the Moon, I feel like you're trying to figure it out, okay? But if you follow your intuition, I really, really think that whatever it is that you want, it'll bring you success if you use your intuition for this, okay? So yeah, this is one of my favorite cards. And actually, Virgo, I did a reading for you that got cut off because I ran out of memory. But your final outcome of that reading was the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, kind of like very opposite energy of the Moon, to be honest, represents somebody that can make a decision. Like the Queen of Swords, she knows what she wants. She's a little bit cutthroat. And when she makes a decision, she knows what's good for her. She knows her boundaries, okay? So I feel like you using your intuition will, and I was just saying that, using your intuition with something will help you decide what you want to do, right? So when we have the Queen of Swords with that, that's confirmation that whatever's going on in your intuition is what's working. So whatever it is, if it's something that's not traditional or like I said, not like a 9-to-5, I think it's going to work for you, Virgo, okay? But you have to trust yourself, okay? Trust yourself. Don't trust what other, and I feel like I've been saying this in almost all of my reads so far, but like, trust yourself. Don't worry about what other people say. Oh, you should join this job. It's union, da-da-da-da-da, whatever. Like, you do what you know you're good at and will make you happy. And if it's a little bit out of the norm, like, that's okay. We don't always have to be completely normal people. And the day that and age that we live in right now, that is perfectly fine to do something completely unorthodox, okay? So yeah, we have the King of Wands here, okay? So I feel like with the King of Wands, you're ready to get going on this idea. Okay, you want to manifest this, right? But we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So having the card of Nine of Cups is like having all your ducks in a row. And I feel like you're getting there, but you also feel like you don't have all your ducks in a row. You're like, I don't have all of the resources that I need yet to be in this energy, but you're getting there. And let me just say right now that sometimes you think you need all these resources, okay? Like, but you don't. Maybe, you know, you want to start a YouTube channel like myself, and you're like, okay, I need to buy a good camera. I need to buy a microphone. I need to get this and that. Honestly, don't worry about it. Just start it, right? Like, I mean, you have to start somewhere, and the only thing that you can do from starting out, even if you don't feel like you have all the resources, it's only going to get better, right? Like, you're going to kind of just figure it out with trial and error. So, I mean, just do it. Like, start your side hustle or whatever. Like, maybe it's what you want to do long term, but you don't know. Try it out. Like, do something that is like a beginning of that. And also, just to confirm that, we have the Page of Wands, which, you know, pages are kind of like, to me, this is like going on the beginning of a venture here, okay? The page is starting something. Pages are a young energy. They're ready to go. They're curious. Like, they're just going to do it, right? So, you don't have to be that Nine of Cups in reverse energy. I really think with the Page of Wands, that'll put you in the upright energy, saying, I do have all my ducks in a row. And even if I don't feel like it, let me just start the damn thing. So whatever that could be, just, you know, take the little baby steps towards that. And, you know, I know, like, you want to go and, like, research, like, this is what you need to do this. We need this, and that. Or, like, I need a business license or something. But there's always something that you can do to work towards that anyways, okay? So whatever you think it is that, like, oh, I need this or that, just one way or another, get started on it, all right? Like, that's the energy I'm getting. You'll get a feel for it. You'll know if, like, this is for you. If you like it, talk to people that, you know, are in the field or that have done the same things. But either way, just do something to put yourself in that energy. And the Nine of Cups is also a card of bathing in an energy that you want to be in. So don't think that you need all these resources before you can bathe in that energy. Do you get me? So yeah, I really just see you guys taking a chance with something and just having it work, even if you don't feel like you only have 6 things out of 10 instead of like 10 things out of 10, okay? That sounds really a little bit overly simplified, but you don't need to overly complicate things. And I feel like as a Virgo, you can overly complicate things. I'm a Gemini. I'm also ruled by Mercury. I'm always thinking. Instead of like overthinking it, like, just do the damn thing, Virgo, okay? Like, you will be just fine. And to reiterate on the intuition thing, we have the High Priestess, okay? So this is tapping into your subconscious, tapping into your intuition. I mean, like, we have the High Priestess and the Moon. I believe these are, the Moon and the High Priestess are both cards of Pisces, so you could have Pisces highly aspected in your chart. Maybe you're also thinking of starting some type of business venture with a Pisces. She's also, I think, guarding some type of knowledge. So yeah, like, just keep doing your research, keep doing what you have to do, but just, you know, go for it. Follow your intuition. Like, this reading is strongly telling you to A, get started, and to B, just follow your intuition, okay? Like, don't listen to what outside sources have to say about whatever it is that you want to do. Just get started, Virgo, because Virgos, you guys are some of like the hardest workers I know, if not like the best workers. So whatever you do, you can make it work, okay? Like, if there's somebody that can make something work, it is a Virgo, all right? So we have Judgment in reverse here. Okay, so, excuse me. When it comes to Judgment, being upright, these people are coming out of their coffins. They're going onto a new path, okay? So you need, I see this is, yeah, you're worried about judgment right now. You're worried about this unorthodox thing, this thing that's out of the ordinary, you know, and people judging you for it. But dear Virgo, you need to not worry about that, okay? Like, nobody has ever moved forward by, by going, I'm sorry, nobody's ever moved forward by worrying about other people judging them. If we sat here and worried about how people are going to judge us all the time with every little thing we do, I mean, we'd all be sitting here frozen in one spot. So do not worry about people judging you or like being a little bit out of the norm. That's okay. Like this day and age, that's what we're all about. Like the things that are not, we're normalizing the things that were not considered normal. So even if you think it's something totally crazy, just do it. Just get started on it, okay? Like, I mean, this is telling you. And yeah, after that, we have the Ten of Cups, okay? So whatever this is that maybe you're a little bit reluctant on, dear Virgo, I feel like this is actually going to bring you your Ten of Cups here, okay? Like, this is going to, like, just help you and make you feel fulfilled. And that's what I said. Do what you want to do, because this is going to bring you into this beautiful, beautiful Ten of Cups energy. Don't question yourself, okay? Don't worry about people's judgment. You know, anything you do, like you can work a typical 9 to 5 and somebody will be like, oh, that's like so 1976 or something like that. Like there's always going to be a judgment no matter what you do. Maybe some things are going to come with a little bit more judgment, but like, who cares? Like, we cannot sit here and think about what other people are going to say. Okay, so, yeah, I seriously, Virgo, like, go for it, okay? You got this, Virgo. Like, let's not overthink, okay? So, yeah. These are all in reverse. Crazy. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups in reverse, okay? So you might be feeling kind of like apathetic, like maybe there's something here that's like saying like, hey Virgo, I'm going to help you with this, but you're like, no, I don't need help. It's okay. Like take the help. All right. Like it's okay for people to help you, because right now you're feeling like this may be a little bit too much of a challenge for you. And it's like, you don't know if this challenge is going to work out in your favor. So take the help that's being offered to you. Okay. Like it's okay to collaborate with other people. It's okay to, yeah, you don't have to be in this like ultra independent energy, whether that's just, you know, if you need advice about something, or you need a partner in this like venture, if you're like starting up a business, okay? Because we also have here the Three of Cups in reverse, okay? Three of Cups is usually like a party, like three is a crowd. Let's all get together, let's all have fun. But it's like you're trying to stay away from that, and you don't have to do that. It's okay to do something out of the norm, and it's also okay to have people help you. We don't need to be hyper independent, Virgo. Okay, we don't need to be hyper independent. Like it's okay to ask for support from others, for advice. Don't worry about the judgment. Like maybe you'll end up talking to somebody and they'll know a little bit more about this than you do, and you can come across some really good information. So tell people your ideas. I mean, maybe not, you know, people that are not important, like, you know, that are just going to have negative things to say, but just trust. Yeah. Because you feel like with this Three of Cups in reverse, it's like you're feeling like people are not going to want to like associate with you, or like be like, oh no, like I don't want Virgo here, like they're doing something totally out of the norm. When if you have people in your life that are like that, they probably shouldn't be in your life. Okay, like if obviously if you're doing something like within reason, that's not hurting other people, that is just, you know, a new venture here. Okay, with the Page of Wands, you know, if you do have people like trying to single you out or like turning the other way, whether that's like family, friends, stuff like that, like those people probably don't really care about you in the first place, and they care about you in the sense that they want you to do what they want you to do. Okay, so I feel like that's very conditional, and you know, unfortunately, a lot of love is conditional, friendships, stuff like that. That's just the way life is, okay? Like, let's not be unrealistic and say, like, everything has to be unconditional, because it doesn't work that way. But, you know, if you do have people in your life that are going to be conditional over you starting something that's different, and maybe that they don't understand, that sounds like a personal problem on their end, and it's not your problem as to what other people are thinking. Like, I feel like I can't say this enough right now, Virgo. What other people think about what you're doing or what you want to do is not your problem. That is their personal problem. Okay? I'm looking right at you. Not your problem. Like, you know, if somebody doesn't like me and I didn't do anything to that person, you know what? That's a personal problem. Like, I thought, you know, not my problem, okay? Yeah, and so for the next card, you have the Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So the Four of Pentacles is like holding on to something that, like, you need to fucking let go of, okay? Let go of those thoughts. And, like, you know, upright, you can see he has a pentacle on his head. He has a pentacle on, holding one to his chest. He has, like, pentacles under his fucking feet. Like, how do you even move? You're being debilitated by holding on to a concept or holding on to traditional thoughts, okay? Even worse in the reverse here, like, literally, like, these pentacles are gonna fall, all right? So, like, you need to let these pentacles just go. Like, it's okay to let go. Like, do not, and, you know, I feel like with the pentacles being that you're an earth sign, this is, again, another confirmation. And, you know, a lot of the pentacles cards are very, like, cards of practicality, tradition, stuff like that. Let it go. Let it go, Virgo, okay? Like, you don't need to be, you don't always need to be the most practical person. And whatever you're doing or what you want to do, Virgo, will be practical. It'll be practical to somebody. And if it's not practical yet, eventually it will be, okay? Like, before there were airplanes, it was not practical for people at a certain point to even think that, well, we're going to have airplanes flying in the sky. There's going to be this mode of transportation that's going to go really fucking fast and get you from one place to another that would typically take months, okay? That wasn't practical, but nowadays it is very practical to get on an airplane, and that's kind of also the energy of the Judgment card, okay? So I think you guys just, yeah, like, being practical for you is actually not being practical, okay? At this moment here. So we have also, is this a 9 or 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, so we have the 9 of Wands here. You're like the wounded warrior. So I feel like maybe in the past that when you have mentioned things that you want to do or you try to do things differently, it's like you almost get to the point where you finish it or you're really getting to where you want to be, and then somebody's like, hey, this is a stupid idea, Virgo. Why would you do this? And you're kind of like, yeah, you're right. So it's like you have this wounded warrior energy, and this could also just be people in your life that have just been so judgmental with you that it's, you know, you're tired of being judged. It's like, but pick your heart. Do you want to pick the heart of not pursuing what you want and then kind of having to deal with that? Or do you want to deal with the heart of doing what you want and having people judging you? I mean, just fuck those people. Shut them the fuck out. Like, if they want to say, like, hey, what I think you're doing is, like, be like, that's great, lovely advice, but to be honest with you, I'm still going to do this, and I'd rather not talk about it anymore. And if you need to move in silence, Virgo, move in silence. You don't have to tell everybody what the hell you're up to. Like, nobody's entitled to know whatever venture you're going off to, you know? Maybe you have, like, you know, I don't know, like, I guess close family, like your spouse or something like that. But if it's not harming anybody, you know, just do it. And people will understand in the end. But I would rather much pursue something non-traditional and at least know I tried it than just always be like, well, you know, being like 80 years old and being like, dang, I never tried that thing. Because I was worried about what so-and-so would think, and that person's dead now. They're not even here, you know? So, like, don't worry about what people have to say, Virgo. Like, it's not worth it. And yeah, see, gosh, you guys. You have the Tower in reverse. Okay, the Tower upright represents an inevitable ending. This tower is being brought down to the ground for a better tower to be built. And it's a shock to some people. It's scary, right? And you don't want to shock people. You don't want that, you don't want that shock. You don't want people saying, oh my God, what's going on right now? You're trying to avoid this, but you can't avoid this forever, Virgo, okay? Like, just, it's okay. Let that tower fall. It's fine. That's what life is about. Like, the only thing guaranteed in life is that everything will change. So you cannot just hold on to the same traditions. You can't hold on to the same thoughts. Like, if you did that your whole life, you would not get anywhere. Okay? Like, yes, there are obviously some things that are always going to work. Certain concepts, certain ways of thinking, you know, but even sometimes, like, you know, with the rule of saying, like, well, treat people the way you want to be treated. Well, if that person's not reciprocating, sometimes they need a taste of their own fucking medicine. And then they'll shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? So even things that are seemingly always right or righteous are not. I'm sorry, but, like, that's just the way that it is. And maybe you're the type of person that's, you know, wants to be very diehard in your core values or just certain concepts that you believe in. But it is okay to change. Like, you are a mutable sign, Virgo, just like Gemini. And, like, mutable signs are, if we're not changing things, whether that's, like, physically or, like, in our environment or with our mind, we can become very stagnant and very discontent. Okay? And I think you're kind of trying to run away from that. But why are you doing that? For what? Like, why? It's okay. Yeah, we have the Four of Swords in reverse right here. Okay, let me just get a couple more cards for the sword. Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay, this one is a little bit difficult. But what I feel here is, like, you feel like if you break some type of tradition, something that is going to keep people calm, it's going to be too much of a shock, right? And then you're not going to have, no, actually, wait. Five of Pentacles in reverse is good. So, yeah, if you're going to break some type of tradition here, the Five of Pentacles in reverse is actually a good reverse card. This means, like, actually getting onto your feet, getting that financial stability. Most of the time, upright, this represents, like, poverty, not having enough, you know, money, things of that sort. But it's like, no, like, break away from this, like, this energy of just, like, oh, gotta be traditional, just laying here. Like, it's okay, because you breaking that, excuse me, will lead to this Five of Pentacles in reverse, and things will work out for you, okay? But you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Like, you need to spin that wheel to go forward. And it's like, with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's like you want to go backwards. You, like, I don't know, maybe there might be just family tradition. Like, you're supposed to take over this business. You're supposed to do this. We all did this. Your great-great-grandfather did this. And it's like, but you don't want to take this wheel in reverse. Like, you want to spin it forward for yourself, okay? Like, we got to move forward as people. That's just the way life is. Like, sorry, but, like, change has to happen at a certain point, okay? And it's okay to change traditional things. And, like, with the Tower here in reverse, it's like you don't want to knock down that tradition, but, like, knock it the fuck down. Who cares? Like, you only live once, Virgo. Like, just do the damn thing. Literally. I mean, like, me doing tarot for probably some people is a very taboo thing. And, you know, I've, like, talked to people that are like, well, that's like summoning darkness and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, that's how you think about it. Like, quite frankly, I don't care. You know, like, that's not my problem if you think about it, because tarot has only helped me better myself and to know myself and to help me take more risks, okay? So do not worry about what other people think. And as I say, don't worry about what other people think. For the millionth time in this reading, we have the Queen of Wands. And usually, so you're getting a lot of reversals. The Queen of Wands upright here, she has a black cat. And back in the times when tarot was made, black cats were bad luck. But they're really not, okay? So this Queen of Wands, she doesn't care about that black cat. She's like, this is my black cat. Like, and this black cat is cool. But because she's in reverse, it's like, oh, I don't want this black cat. So yeah, I mean, you have to kind of stop having this, like, I'm getting like imposter syndrome. Like, you want to be normal, you want to do these things. Maybe like you just work with a lot of quote unquote normal people. But you know what? I also feel like maybe if you did venture onto these things because you're in your head about it, you might actually get better feedback than what you think. Okay, like there's a couple people where I've told about my tarot channel where I thought they were going to be like, oh, well, that's weird. And they're like, oh, send me the link. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like that was easy. So sometimes, you know, I have this written on my refrigerator right across me. The man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive. Don't take away your future power because your thoughts are just repeating and they're intrusive and all that, you know? So yeah, you have the Page of Swords, and I think you have another page here. You have the Page of Wands. So it's like, this is upright as well. So you want to go ahead and go on this venture. You want some type of clarity about it. But don't worry about the clarity. It's okay. You know, just go on that adventure. And also the Page of Swords represents like research, internet research. So you could be like researching this, but a lot of the times the Page of Swords kind of represents like internet stalking. So it's like you're doing this in secret. Like if you want to do it in secret, great. Like I said, you don't have to tell anybody. Maybe that could be a good thing with this Page of Swords. But also don't overestimate people's negative feedback at the same time, okay? But you know, this is a collective reading. You know what's best for your situation, okay? So yeah, and see, I was just saying, Virgo, stop worrying about what people think. Get out of your head. And I was just thinking of this card, and we have the Nine of Swords. You're just too in your head, Virgo, about what you want to do. And the Nine of Swords represents, this person is by themselves, okay? And so this person is in their bed thinking, I don't know what to do. Like, this is a nightmare, da 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 da. But everything is stemming from their own head. So I really think that, like, you're overthinking this situation, and you're trying to think of like how this outcome is going to be bad before it happens. And I know that's in like the 48 laws of power, always anticipate the worst, like blah blah blah, whatever, but that's not always feasible, Virgo, and we have to be prepared. But overthinking makes us more unprepared. That's just the hard truth of it. So yeah, you don't have to overthink this, okay? So I'm going to pull a card for the possible outcome of all of this, okay? Like, if you were to go forward with this venture, this very unconventional approach to life in whatever way this may be, I'm definitely not getting, like, a love reading here. This is really, like, you, like, and what did I say in the beginning? I think I said this in the beginning, that, like, I'm getting the Ten of Pentacles. Like, you are trying to go towards what you think is, yeah, I did say that, like, your Ten of Pentacles, your end-all, your long-term stability. But it's like you are holding yourself back. There's nobody that's going to hold yourself back more than you. Whether people want you to go on this venture or not, Virgo, like, it's you. You're the one that's going to make it happen. No, nobody else can mess with that, especially if you're doing this in like silence. You're the only person stopping yourself, Virgo. Nobody's stopping you. Okay, now unless you're sitting there with your hands, you know, tied behind your back, which I don't know how you'd be seeing this anyways, right? So, like, yeah, this is just all like, yeah, so, excuse me, with the final outcome here, the possible outcome, you have the Knight of Wands, okay? So the Knight of Wands is like you going towards something, and it might be a little bit of a hasty energy, right? But that's okay. Like, just do the damn thing. And the Knight of Wands, let me just look this card up because I know it pretty well. Sometimes I still have to look things up, and I'd rather things be really accurate for you, okay? So let me see here. Okay, so the Knight of Wands is a great warrior who defends the vulnerable, but can be hot-headed. This card may describe someone you know, or can indicate that you need to develop your warrior-like qualities to defend yourself or your loved ones. This card often signifies a new home or direction in life. Okay, so yeah, like, And with the sun here in the background of this card, it's like you're riding off into the sunset. Yeah, you're riding off into the sunset with this, Virgo. So, this is really saying, I repeated myself so much in this reading, but this is all saying the same thing. Like, Virgo, just go for it. Be that Knight of Wands. You know, defend the vulnerable, which could be yourself, you know. Yeah, you need to develop your warrior-like qualities to defend yourself or your loved ones. So it's okay to defend yourself. You don't have to just conform as a way to defend yourself. Okay, you can still do the things you want and defend yourself. And you know what? Sometimes not defending yourself is a way of defending yourself, right? Like, maybe like you don't have to explain things. Maybe this is like defending yourself could be like somebody has something to say about it. You don't have to respond to that. They can talk about something else, okay? There's other things to talk about. Like, you don't have to defend yourself. Your only defense is doing what you want. That's it. And I swear to God, I get this in every reading of just, in one way, shape, or form, it's like, collectively, it's like people have been holding themselves back, but it's not for a good reason, okay? Like, that's how you just get stuck, and you get stuck in your head, you get stuck in your own energy, your life just gets stuck. And what, for other people? Why? Okay, so yeah, we have here retrograde review. Okay, so yeah, you need to go and really review, I think, how you're looking at things right now. Okay, you need to kind of say, like, is this working for me? Are these old ways of thinking working for me? Like, it's okay. Review things. Take a step back. You know, let's be practical about it, right? Take a step back and review what's working for me. What could work for me? How can I be different? Within reason, okay? Review all those things, Virgo. It's okay to do that. Again, you don't have to be stuck. All right. Let me just get another oracle card here. But I mean, yeah, this just couldn't be any more, Virgo. This couldn't be any more clear. Okay. I know that we're creatures of habit, but we got to change things up. It's all right to do that. It's okay. You know, maybe you're like, you've always been somebody that's dead set on, you know, things have always been this way. You got to do this, this, and that. And maybe you're scared of yourself. Like, are you judging yourself? Is it you? Is it you? Because again, with the Nine of Swords, those are your own thoughts. Okay, and it's okay to change. It's so, you know, people change. People can change their views. You're allowed to change your political views. You're allowed to change whatever the hell you want. Okay, whether whoever's eyes it's right or wrong, and like, it's okay. We can change. That's fine. You don't have to be scared of that. Interesting. I've never even pulled this card before. Okay, so according to Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Zeus split them into 2 separate beings, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other halves. So I think whatever you want to do, Virgo, this could be what you're looking for and what is fulfilling to you. Okay, like this 10 of Cups that we have here from earlier is emotional fulfillment. Okay, so this thing could be the other half that you need in your life to feel free, to feel like yourself. And it could also lead you to your other half. You might meet somebody with the same interests, okay? So, you know, when we're ourselves and we're not masking and we're really true to ourselves with the things that we like, that also brings in the right people, right? Like, you don't want to pretend you don't like something or pretend that you do like things and somebody's interested in you because you're pretending to be interested in something that you're not. Like, how are you going to have a fulfilling relationship? And maybe that's what you're worried about. Maybe you're worried that, like, this will keep you from getting your partner or something like that. But I feel like this is telling you to go for it. And this could also bring you to find the other half of yourself or your other half with another person, okay? So be true to yourself, because yeah, in this, I'm just getting like you're not being true to yourself. And that's okay. I like, you know, we all have issues with that. I have issues with that a lot of the time. You know, I'm a Gemini. I act accordingly to who I'm with. But at the end of the day, I will still do what I feel is right for myself. And it took me a long time to get here, to be in that mindset. And, you know, I think that's something everybody, it's something that we all work on our entire lives, you know? So, yeah, Virgo. Hello. Okay, Atlantis. Rapid development, excellence, success. Okay. Rapid development, excellence, success. All right. I really don't know what else I can say about this, dear Virgo, other than do it. Just do it. All right. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful night. Bye.